4 now. Okay, so question 4, 4a, we have y is equal to 3x plus 4. So they want us to find the gradient and the y-intercept. So the standard equation of a straight line is y is equal to mx plus c. So meaning that here the 3 represents m, therefore the gradient m is the gradient, so the gradient is 3. Okay, and the 4 represents c, therefore the y-intercept is 4. We go to b. It's y is equal to 2x minus 5. Okay, again, if we compare it to the standard equation of a straight line, we can see that 2 represents m, therefore gradient is 2, and negative 5 represents c, therefore y-intercept is negative 5. Okay, if we go to c, we have y is equal to so if we go to question C, we can see that y is equal to 10x. So again, if we compare it to the equation of a straight line, mx plus c, we can see that 10 represents m, therefore m is 10. Okay, then nothing represents c. There's nothing that represents c here, therefore c is 0. Okay, if there's nothing, it means it's 0. We go to D. So D is a bit interesting. It's 3x plus y equals 23. So we want it to be like the equation, the standard equation of a straight line. That is, y should be the subject. So we can take 3x this side so that it becomes like this. 3x, when it goes that the other side, it becomes negative 3x. Then 23. 23, it's positive, so it's positive 23. So here's the thinking here. We know the standard equation of a straight line is y is equal to mx plus c. It has y alone, then it has the x term, or the term with x first, then this term that does not have x at the far right. So when we take 3x this side, we have to write it first so that it is like this. Okay, then whatever's here, we can shift it to the far right. It becomes this or this. Okay, so now we can now start extracting the answers. Okay, so from this equation we have come up with the negative 3. If we compare it to y is equal to mx plus c, we can see that the negative 3 represents m, therefore gradient is negative 3, and 23 represents c, so c is 23. Okay, if we go to question E, so E is 3x minus y equals 2. Again, we'll make y subject by taking 3x this side, so it will become negative y is equal to negative 3x. This is positive 2, so positive 2. Then we can divide by negative 1. So now, when we're doing coordinate geometry, when dividing, don't do this, okay? It's okay, but to make your life easy, divide everything by negative 1 like this. So this goes, this goes. So our y becomes negative divided by negative, it's 3x. Okay, positive 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 2. So if we compare these two, y is equal to mx plus c, we can see that 3 is m, therefore gradient is 3. Okay, and we can see that negative 2 is c, therefore y-intercept is negative 2. Okay, y-intercept is negative 2. We go to f. Okay, so f 4x plus 2y is equal to 8. So we make y subject. So 4x, we take it this side, we have 2y is equal to negative 4x plus 8. Then we can divide everywhere by 2. Okay, this goes. So y is equal to negative 4 divided by 2, negative 2x. 8 divided by 2, it's 4. Okay, so now we can compare these to the equation of a straight line, mx plus c. So negative 2 is representing m, therefore gradient is negative 2, and 4 is representing c, so c is 4. Okay, so that's it. We got question 5. Question 5, we're supposed to find the equation of a straight line. We've been given 2, 3 and 5, 0. Okay, so we know that the equation of a straight line must be like this: y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so our m is what we have to look for, and our c is what we have to look for. So there are two methods. So I'll start with method 1. So first we find gradient, the m, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have to name these ones x1, y1, x2, y2. So it's going to be y2, it's 0, minus y1, 3, over x2, 5, minus x1, 2. So it's going to be 0 minus 3, negative 3. 5 minus 2, it's going to be 3. Negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. Therefore, our m, our gradient, is negative 1. So the equation of the line is going to be m is negative 1. So we just write negative x, not negative 1x, because the 1 is invisible here. Okay, so what we have done is, in here where there's m, we have put negative 1. Then we have x, then we have c. The next job is to solve for c. We have to find the value of c. So we have to pick this set or this set. We have to pick one set of coordinates. I like something with zeros because it makes solving easy. So I'll pick this one, which has x as 5 and y as 0. So we're going to put 5 here where there's x, and we're going to put 0 here. Okay, that's what to do. So we're going to have this. So we have y is equal to negative x plus c, right? So we put 5 here, negative, where there's x we put 0, plus c. Okay, so sorry, I've swapped them because 5 is x, then y is 0, so it's going to be 0. Then negative, where there's x we put 5, plus 0. So it's going to be 0 is equal to negative, here it's just going to be negative 5. Negative 5 goes this side, it becomes positive 5. So this is our c. So our final answer is negative x plus 5. Okay, so the other approach, after you find the gradient, which we found to be negative 1, you write this formula: m x1 minus, sorry, it's x. So it's to use this formula: x minus x1 equals y minus y1. So you can pick whatever you want. If you want, you can be saying x2 and this side y2. It doesn't matter. Okay, so m x minus x1. We remember we picked it was 5, 0, right? 5, 0. So this is x, so you put it here. Y minus this is 0, you put it here, so it will be m x, sorry, our m is what? Our m is negative 1, don't forget. So we have x minus 5, y minus 0 is y. Negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative times negative 5 is positive 5, equals y. So this can also be your answer. Okay, if you want, you can write it in proper form as negative x plus 5. So you can use whichever method you're comfortable with. Personally, I don't like this method. Okay, so we go to b. So b, we have 0, 0 and negative 10, negative 10. Okay, so this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So find the m first. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is negative 10 minus 0 over x2 is negative 10 minus 0. So this gives us negative 10 minus 0 is negative 10. Negative 10 minus 0, it's negative 10. Okay, negative 10 divided by negative 10, it's 1. So our m is 1, which means we have y is equal to x plus c. The 1, we put it here, but it's invisible, so there's no need to write it. The next job is to find c. Okay, so I'm going to use the first method. Okay, so meaning that we just have to pick anything between this and this. I advise you pick something with zeros. Zeros make life easier. So where is y, we put a 0. Where there's x, we put a 0 plus c. So 0 plus c, it's c. So our final equation is going to be y. Okay, where there's x, I mean y, x plus 0, because c is 0, which you can do simplify further. Y is equal to x plus 0, it's x. So the final answer is going to be y is equal to x. Okay, so that's how to do it. We go to c. Okay, so c, we have -2 comma -5 and -9 comma -7. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so our gradient as usual is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is -7 minus y1 is -5 over x2 -9 minus x1 -2. -7, negative times negative plus 5. Okay, over -9, negative times negative, it's plus 2. So -7 plus 5, it's -2. Okay, so -7 plus 5, it's -2. -9 plus 2, it's 7. Okay, it's -7. So the negatives are going to cancel, are going to remain with 2 over 7. Okay, so this is the gradient. So what do we do next? Next, remember, we want to make sure that we know the value of m in this formula. We know the value of m, which we have known is 2 over 7, also the value of c. So this 2 over 7, we put it back here. Then after that, we solve for c. But so for C, you need to pick coordinates to use. You can pick these or these. Since we don't have a choice, we're going to pick these. Since both of them have got negatives, so we have no choice. So I have to pick each. I mean, whichever you want. Me, I'll pick -2, -5, since they are smaller numbers, these ones. So they may simplify my calculations. Okay. So I've picked -2, -5. Okay. So we have y is equal to 2, where there's m, I put 2 over 7 x plus c. So now this is y, this is x. So where there's y, I put -5, 2 over 7 x plus, 2 over 7 x is -2 plus c. So it's going to be -5, 2 times -2, -4 over 7 plus c. So we can take this, we can take this side, it will become -5 plus 4 over 7 equals c. So now this is a fraction that has to be solved. So since this is a whole number, there are many ways to solve it, but you can introduce over 1, a number that does not have the over symbol. It has an invisible over 1. So common denominator here is 7. 1 into 7, 7. 7 times -5, it's -35. Okay, then it goes 7 into 7, 1. 1 times 4, it's 4. So equals c. So we have -35 plus 4 over 7. So I'm going to continue it. So we have negative 35. We have -35 plus 4 over 7 as our c. -35 plus 4, it's -31 over 7 as our c. So our equation is y is equal to 2 over 7 x minus 31 over 7. Okay, so we go to the last one on question 4, question D. So on D, we have 18, 0 and 0, -4. Okay. This is question D. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so our m is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what's y2? Y2 is negative 4 minus what's y1 is 0 over x2 is 0 minus x1 it's 18. Okay, so it's going to be negative 4 minus 0 is negative 4. 0 minus negative 18 is negative 18. We can reduce. The negatives will cancel. 2 into 4, it's 2. 2 into 18, it's 9. So our m is 2 over 9. Okay, so our equation will be y is equal to 2 over 9x plus c. The job is to find c. The job is to find c. So how do we find c? Okay, we have to pick either this or this. Okay, I'll pick this. I don't like negative numbers, so I'll pick 18 comma 0. Okay, so it's going to be we have picked 18 comma 0, right? So we have y is equal to 2 over 9 x plus c. Okay, so where there is y, we put 0. 2 over 9 times x is 18 plus c. Okay, so 9 here 1, 9 here 2. Okay, so it's going to be 0. 2 times 2, it's going to be 4 plus c. So 4 can come this side, it becomes negative 4 is equal to c. Okay, therefore our final answer is y is equal to 2 over 9 x minus 4. We go to the last question, question 6. So question 6, we have been given 6a. We have been given these points 1, comma 0 and 2, comma 10. This is 6a. So they want us to find the gradient. So it's simple. It's m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We can name them x1, y1, x2, y2. So y2 is 10 minus y1 0 over x2 is 2 minus x1 1. 10 minus 0 10. 2 minus 1 1. 10 divided by 1 10. That's the gradient. Okay. Next, they want us to find the y-intercept. Okay, so we continue since we have 10 here. So we can put it on our equation of the straight line. We know the equation is y is equal to mx plus c. So where there's m, we put 10. It becomes 10x plus c. Y is equal to 10x plus c. The next job now is to find the value of c. To find the value of c. Okay, which is question B. Okay, so this is B. Okay, so how do we do it? We need to pick this or this to use. I like what has 0, so I'll pick this. Okay, so where there's x, I'll put 1. Where there's y, I'll put 0. Okay, so it's going to be like this. Where there's y, I put 0. 10. Where there's x, I put 1 plus c. So I'm going to continue it from here. So we have 0 is equal to 10, 1 plus c. So it's going to be 0 is equal to 10 times 1, 10 plus c. So 10 can come this side. It becomes negative 10 is equal to c. So this is the y-intercept. Question C was saying find the equation of the line. Okay, so question C, of course, we know the equation is mx plus c. We know that our m, we have found 10x plus our c, it's negative 10. Okay, negative 10. So it's simply 10x positive times negative is negative 10. So this is the answer. So we got question D. They wanted us to find the gradient of a parallel line. The gradient of a parallel line. So the relationship between the line that we're calculating, which has a gradient of 10, and a line parallel to it, I'll call its gradient as m2, is the gradient of our line is just the same as the gradient of the parallel line. Okay, meaning that the gradient of the parallel line is also 10. Okay, we go to question E. They want the equation of the parallel line. Okay, so we know the gradient already. Okay, so we say, okay, we know the gradient. It's 10. So we know that the equation of any straight line is mx plus c. So our m is 10x. Sorry, this is c. 10x plus c. The job is to find c. So they have given us that this line, the parallel line, passes on a point 0, 0. So we'll use these points to find the value of c. So y is 0, 10, x is also 0 plus c. So it's going to be 0, 10 times 0, 0 plus c. So 0 is equal to 0 plus c. So our c is 0. Okay, so our m is 10, our c is 0. So we can continue. So we have y 10x plus c. So y is equal to 10x plus our c, which is 0, which simply is y is equal to 10x. This is the equation of the line parallel to our line. Okay, we go to F. They want the gradient of the perpendicular line. Okay, so if our line, sorry, not if, but we know that our line has a gradient of 10. So if we say the gradient of a line perpendicular to the gradient of a line perpendicular to our line, it's -1 over the gradient of our line. Okay, this is the relationship. So it's simply -1 over 10. Okay, so that's the answer. G, equation of the perpendicular line. So of course it's y is equal to mx plus c. This is question G. Okay, so we know that m is -1 over 10, x plus c. The job is to find c. Okay, but we have been given the point at which this perpendicular line passes. Again, it's 0, 0. So where there's y, we're going to put 0, -1 over 10. Where there's x, we're going to put 0 plus c. Okay, so I'll continue it from here. So 0, -1 over 10 times 0 plus c. So 0, -1 over 10 times 0 is 0 plus c. So 0 is equal to 0 plus c is c. Okay, so our c is 0. Therefore, the equation of our perpendicular line is -1 over 10x plus 0, which simply is -1 over 10x, because this plus 0 is just this. So this is the equation of the line perpendicular to our line.